You know, at my first job, nobody told me that I had to keep my shoes on all day. The whole day, they wanted me to keep my shoes on. Now, I was not under OSHA or anything like that. I worked at an office, and I worked at a desk almost all day. There were about 10 of us that worked there, and we didn't have visitors, so it was just the 10 of us. I didn't think it was any big deal to kick off my cute little high heels under my desk at 3 o'clock and walk to the copier barefoot. Okay? No big deal, right? Boy, was I wrong. Because there were 2 women in our office who had a huge problem with the new hire walking around barefoot. Now, do you think that they came and told me about this problem they had? No. Who did they tell? Everybody except me. All right? Including, yes, my boss. Somebody said your boss, right? Yes, absolutely. Told everybody else except me what a problem that was. That I was immature and inappropriate and unprofessional, right? They were using that term, throwing it around left and right. But here's the deal. It was not in the handbook. It was not covered during orientation. And my mother never thought to say, all right, honey, it's your first big girl job, so you make sure to keep those shoes on all day, right? That never crossed her mind to teach me, okay? So here I was going through my day thinking it's no big deal. We're all friends here. There's no visitors coming in. But they failed to communicate the unwritten expectations for me. They didn't tell me that. And it took a kind, a little bit older than me peer, not even my boss, a peer came to me and said, Cara, you are doing such great work. And I'm pretty sure people would notice that more if you kept your shoes on all day. All right? Now, I was devastated. I was so embarrassed and angry because I found out people were talking about me behind my back. Are you kidding me? And here I was working hard, doing a good job, trying to be a great young professional, and they were judging me for something that I didn't know I couldn't do. Okay? So think about this. Are you truly communicating your expectations to folks, or do you have a lot of unwritten expectations that are based on the way you were raised, even in the business world, right? So do you explicitly communicate what you want to people? I just had, actually, a CFO came up to me recently after a presentation. I was talking about this, and she said, well, Cara, why are these young people just such terrible communicators? And I said, okay, tell me more about this. And she went on to tell me that she's a CFO, and her whole team, she has told them, I want status updates when you come to my meetings. And she said, they never give me status updates. I keep asking them, I want status updates when you come to my meetings, and I get nothing from them. I said, what do you mean by a status update? What exactly do you want? And she said, well, I want to know I've completed this and this and this. This is next on my list. Here's some roadblocks I have, right? She wanted like a big one, a big status update. And then when I asked her what she was getting, she said that everyone says, we're good. That's a status update, my friends. We're good, which means I'm on track, right? Based on where I should be, what I needed to get done, where I'm headed next. That was their status update, because her staff probably feel like they don't want to waste her time with all the details. So they give a status update. Yep, it's good. Project is good. Everything's good, right? And then she gets frustrated. And then by the end of our conversation, she realized she had not communicated her expectations properly, right? That they couldn't read her mind. Your staff can't read your mind. They don't know how it's always been done. They don't know what you know and what you want from them, all right? So we have to be more clear. Here's a trick. Here's a trick for you. If you think or say things like, she should know better, or I shouldn't have to tell her that, or my favorite phrase of judgment, oh, come on, that's just common sense. Who doesn't know that? Right? Those are triggers for you. Now, if you ever hear or think or say those things, that should be your trigger that goes, whoa, oh yeah, remember what Cara said? If I'm judging them for missing the mark, and I think they should know better, or that that's just common sense, I probably haven't communicated my expectations as clearly as I thought I did, okay? So as leaders, the more ownership we take in that communication, especially through the onboarding process with the new hires, the more effective that relationship and stronger that relationship is going to be.